Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwahn and welcome to the channel. Primary focus here is going to be two ongoing series, First Impression and Tie Talk. First Impression is a series dedicated to its name, the first impression of a piece of media. Let me run a little situation by you. You're hanging out with your friends and someone recommends this new amazing television series. You go and check it out. It sucks. And you go and let your friends know that. And they tell you that if you would have just kept watching, everything makes sense in Season 2 and things get really good in Season 3. No! I don't agree with this mentality. If something isn't good in the beginning, why should I push on through it in the hopes that it gets better? We live in a time where new media is coming out every second, so if I'm not enjoying something, I can just put it down and move on to whatever else I please. But that's also why the first impression is so important. The first episode of a television series should hook us to the point that we binge the entire thing right then and there. The opening sequence of a video game should immerse us to the point that we lose complete track of time. And now I have to dread going to work in the morning because the sun's coming up and we haven't slept yet. The first chapter of a book should grip us to the point that we need to see what's happening to these characters and the world that they inhabit. If it doesn't do that, why are we bothering? And that is the purpose behind this show, to see what leaves a lasting impression and what we will otherwise forget. Now, it's not only going to be focusing on whatever the new hotness is, because while yes, we are interested in new things, there's tons of things that I've never experienced. Hundreds of video games across history that I've never played. There are major television shows and massive movies that are just these cult classics or massive popular things that I've never watched a single minute of. Things like The Office, Game of Thrones, any of the Indiana Jones movies, Willow, The Godfather, and probably a lot of other things that you could mention. So, if that sounds like something that you're interested in, if that's a journey that you want to experience with us, come along. And if we enjoy it enough, we're going to continue the journey on our Twitch channel, which you can find a link to in the description below. Now, our next series is Tie Talk, and in a lot of ways, you're already watching one. Inspired by fellow YouTubers such as Philip DeFranco or Jim Sterling, we're going to put on our formal wear and give a bit of a more professional, scripted presentation about a particular topic. Now, we're not going to limit ourselves to only focusing on news or just talking about video games. We can talk about whatever we want. We can talk about the recent Disney adaptations and whether we should call them live action if the entire things are done in CG animation. We can go into political topics like a universal basic income or a single-payer healthcare system. Or we can even roll it back just a bit and talk about something like what we think is the world's greatest role-playing video game. Whatever we like. And that's the focus. Now, while we may mix in some other content from time to time, those will be the main two series that we're working on. So if that sounds like something you're on board for, I'd ask you to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications. That way you can be informed every time we upload a video. If you really want to support even further than that, we do have a Patreon link in the description. But don't worry, it's just to help fund the show and keep things running. We are not going to lock any content behind any form of paywall. And if there's something that you think needs to be heard on Tie Talk, or if there's a series that you want to see if we've seen, read, or played, and you'd like to see it on First Impression, connect with us on social media, on Patreon, in our Discord, or wherever you see fit, and we'll see what we can do about getting it on the show. Now, if you don't like what we're selling, you think we suck, or maybe we just need to get off YouTube, I would also love to hear from you. Because feedback is what helps us grow as creators. And if we don't know that something is wrong, we can never fix it. If we never fix it, we never get better. And that way, if we do fix it, maybe next time you come across our content, it'll be something that you might be interested in spending a little bit more time on. But for now, that's all we have. So without further ado, we're gonna go get to work. My name is Michael Schwahn, and if you catch one of our other videos, thank you and enjoy.